Today we're back with the E36 and we're kind of having like a fuel issue where the fuel pump has like stopped working. So I had an issue where this wire going across, too much current through it and it completely fried it. So this fuel pump stopped working, but I have it set up to where if one fuel pump fails, then the whole car doesn't die. Um, but yeah, so I think my plan is I'm going to take that sender unit out and then take the pins out and then just put this fat wire all the way through and just hardwire it to the actual fuel pump. So I don't know. We'll see if it works. But yeah, let's get these sender units out. Now we have this fuel pump out, and I was actually hoping that it would plug in like lower down into the fuel pump, but it looks like this wire is a little bit bigger than that wire, so I think we're just gonna cut that down there and then take that pin out. Oh dang, it's been melting this. That is not good. You guys can see it right there. That's plastic that's been dripping. So I'm going to try my best to get that pin out, and then we're going to run this fatter wire all the way through. And here we go. So we got this pin out of the fuel pump. So now you can see it's kind of just like straight through. So I'm going to clip this down there, and then we're going to take the wiring from the upgraded fuel harness and run it down there and kind of just splice it into that. So hopefully that's going to be a little bit of a better setup, because it's like it went from like normal wire that supports this down to a smaller wire, back to the bigger wire, and then down to the smaller pin size. So it was kind of just like really not set up for this fuel pump size, especially having two of them. But yeah, so we're going to get this out of there and then run that fat wire through. So now we'll get another one of these, which is just the male connectors, and then we're going to clip this stock plug off, because you can see it just goes back to that small stock wiring, which is not good because that's where all the heat is going to contain, because the flow slows down. So clip that off and then put this new connector on. All right, so I just got this wire to feed through that hole, and it was honestly like the perfect size, like so perfect that it's like skimming the skin of the wire, which is okay, I guess. But we got that connected down there. So my main idea is just to fully get rid of these little factory wires that aren't able to handle any power above the stock fuel pumps. So this is going to be a lot better, and we only need to do the power wire because one is like signal, one is ground, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. So I got to get this ring out, and then we can put the fuel pump back in and then do the same thing for the left side. All right, so we just got this side all done. You can see there's no more plug and just goes straight through. If it starts leaking, I'll put some epoxy on it. But yeah, we got this all wired up, put these plugs back, and funny enough, this is still tight on there even without that stock plug. So now we're going to move to the left side and get that side figured out. Okay, so we just got the pump out of the left side, and this one's actually in really good condition. There's no melted plastic anywhere, but we still got to swap it over. So we'll take that, if it'll focus, geez, take that red pin out, and then just get all that heat shrink stuff out of there. It looks kind of ghetto. I forgot I did all that, but yeah, let's get it swapped over. All right, so we finally got the pin out. It was a little bit of struggling, but now we got to drill that out and then kind of just put the pump back in there and then feed that wire through. So it'll be pretty simple, but just a few more things that we got to do for that. All right, so coming back into the car, I have this thick wire running through right there, going down to the power. The tolerance is so tight, it's like skimming the skin again, so I think it'll be okay. Hopefully it doesn't leak. On the right side, I messed up where I didn't put that collar on first, because you're not going to be able to put that on once this wire is hooked back up. So I think now we're ready to pop that thing back in the car. Okay, so everything is put back together. I don't know what I'm going to do about this plumbing, but everything works good. I'm going to try to clean up the wires a little bit just to make it not look as ugly, but I mean, it's probably going to look ugly either way, but that's okay. But yeah, I'm cleaning up these wiring, and then I think we'll be good for the track tomorrow.